Show me how to be. I open up the door and I finally see stars align above my head, guiding me through the night. With every step I feel the pull, the magic of the light. In the shadows I find strength, in the silence I find peace. The universe within my grasp, my soul's sweet release. I am the wind, I am the rain, I am the earth, I am the flame. Open the door, in the dance of life I find my name. In the song of stars I stake my claim. Whispers came upon the tree as the moon rose to the sky. Sun came up behind the clouds as I became divine. On the wind so bold as the rain washed me clean. Now I feel free. The earth grounded me to bed as the spirit took now hold. I dance in the ether, I dance in the song, into the right woods I know, yeah, I belong. Open up the door to me, open up the door, show me how to be. I open up the door and I finally see stars align above my head, guiding me through the night. With every step I feel the pull, the magic of the light. Oh, in the shadows I find strength, in the silence I find peace. The universe within my grasp, my soul's sweet release. I am the wind, I am the rain, I am the earth, I am the flame. Open the door, in the dance of life I find my name.
I rise above today, I take my stand, living life to the fullest in this land, breaking paths, making choices of my own. All that was given, now fully grown, in the quest to find me where I fit, the path I need, the life I commit. I found the lines of fate, the lines of time, beyond dimensions, my will sublime. Destiny and fate, through me they weave, letting you see in me what you believe. From shadows grown in darkness I emerged, through pain and sorrow my spirit surged. I leaped with trust, the guiding light within, finding treasures lost and where I've been, overcoming obstacles, the pain I've seen, past the want to what I truly need. Swinging high, a shadow, not the fear dark. Beyond the evening, I make my mark. In peace I doubt, yet all I find, the dream was here, in my own mind. In the quest to find me where I fit, the path I need, the life I commit. I found the light lines of fate, the lines of time, beyond dimensions, my will sublime. Destiny and fate through me they weave, letting you see in me what you believe. Whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain.
Oh, well, you know what? Okay, so we didn't get to the end of the intro. That's okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Welcome in, Mocking Mystic, to the stream. Welcome in, all of you. Hello, everybody. I am, as you can see, the Unknown Prophet. I use my custom-made, homemade deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. I tried to have a really restful weekend, but I'm not going to lie, I still kind of feel a little drained, honestly. I'm good for readings, I'm just saying, I need the coffee today, that's for sure. I have insomnia once in a while, too, where I just can't get to sleep no matter how hard I try, no matter what I take sometimes. I wear a CPAP mask to make sure I don't die in the middle of the night by not breathing. And I've been wearing this thing for a long, long time now, so I'm used to it by now. But every once in a while, it does get kind of annoying and in the way. You know what I'm saying? Wish I didn't have to wear it. But anyway, weekend went pretty good though. Happy Monday. Let's get into doing some readings here. Mocking Mystic. Oh, excuse me. I got the hiccups. Alright, Mocking Mystic, why don't you throw me your numbers and your question for today, and we'll get started with your reading, okay? Sorry, I had a brain fart, and I haven't been smoking green for at least 2 hours because I didn't want to come on high. So I am clean right now. I am, so that, just so you know. Okay. I'm a little tired, but that's about it. All right, so here we go with your 5 official shuffles. Do you want me to do a cleansing shuffle in front of you? I've already done one, but if you want me to do a separate cleanse, let me know now. Just say cleanse or not cleanse, whichever one works for you. Waiting for an answer from Mocking Mystic. Mocking, are you still here? Mocking, are you still here? Okay, and do you want me to reshuffle? Do you want me to do a cleansing shuffle? Was my question. Okay. That's why I will always make sure, because I did do it previously, but you know, I would like to ask people, especially when, okay, we already got jumpers here. Jumpers usually mean they're excited to do your reading, you know. All right. They say that's good part. Here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, we have a God card. And then we have your 1 God card. And if you already saw what it was, oh well. So here's your 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we want to know about the current love situation, right? Alright, so here's what we need to understand about the current situation we're in. Okay? First of all, Mocking, I'm just going to say this, that you have to start to learn to trust yourself a little bit better, because from what I'm feeling, it's this mistrust not only with other people, but not trusting myself enough. This card here being in the past like this is trying to tell you something here. It's time to open up your eyes, ears, and all the other senses and pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you. Your guides are trying to speak through those little weird feelings we have. Sometimes it's a poke, sometimes it's a tick, sometimes it's not a physical thing at all. It's a voice in the head. It's a movie playing in your head. But they're trying to give you everything you need to get the kind of love that you want to have. But you have to wield that magic into a path that's right for you. So they've given you all of these wonderful gifts. Whether you realize it or not, they made you change, they made you grow, they made you become better, stronger. And now that you're ready to actually go out there and find someone who can share your journey with you rather than puppeteer them or them puppeteer you. What now needs to add in this current situation, though? So follow your gut instincts and start to listen to them is the first thing. And whatever you have to overcome from the past to wield that power into something in the future. Just like the flower card comes to tell you that regarding the love situation, don't think of yourself as just the dandelion that nobody wants. You're a beautiful flower no matter what anyone says. And no matter what anyone can do, you still are a beautiful flower. Some people classify dandelions as a weed. They're very invasive here in Minnesota. People spend a lot of money to get rid of them. But guess what, guys? You can collect those things really early in the spring and turn them into beautiful salads and or other things that are good for you. But the point is that you are perfect just the way you are, and you have to start to understand that you are everything someone needs already. You don't need anything extra. You just want to share that with somebody, and that is coming your way, but you have to stop freezing in place every time you hear a crack on the ice. Every time something doesn't work out for you, it's not time to run away, okay? Sometimes we have to understand that it's been a very good winter, and that ice is very thick, and if you hear a crack, it's just a crack. It's just one little crack in a very big ice block, you know? and you practically would have to go down 7 feet before you could ever touch water that would be 2 to 3 inches deep at most. Okay, let's just put it that way. Okay, so don't let your fears, anxieties, and things get in the way of what you really want. It's time to start to make a plan, though. The reason you're going through all of this right now, Mocking, is you have to come up with a step-by-step plan that's easy for you to follow. Whether it's, let's first define what I want in a relationship. Let's define that. We've done that work. We know who we are inside. We've done that work. We're moving forward. We've done the self-love thing. We're ready to share our journey. Got that going on. Following my gut instincts and following what they're telling me rather than ignoring them. Okay, now I'm picking that up. Now, let you see me. Do you pick me or don't you pick me? I am still going to be that beautiful flower for you. But guess what? Winter does come sometimes, but you have to sometimes keep walking on that ice to get to the other side. To start making a plan that's easy for you to follow. That's something that you can do right now to make that life grow and that love situation grow, you know? So that's what the universe is trying to tell you. And then your God card comes to tell you this too. Maybe it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy what you got rather than trying to question it all the time. So if you're in a current loving relationship, stop questioning it and just enjoy it while it lasts, because you never know when it could go away. Okay? So enjoy whatever is coming your way, because it is a gift. And it is a very good gift. So your true love is coming. You have to, sometimes you just got to sit back, relax, and enjoy your life a little bit. And just when you're starting to do that, boom, comes the one true love of your life, you know? You have any more questions, Mocking? Yeah, that I might not need cards for. Get my cards out and ready though. Yeah, have a drink of coffee. There we go. Because I'm feeling like you have another question. Is it regarding the person you're with or something like that? If you're wondering what they feel about you or something like that. I don't know what it is, but... Hey, Stephanie, how's it going, young lady? How you doing? All right, you're next in line anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna do Mocking. I'm gonna go do Stephanie's reading here. So, thank you for coming in and being about what they feel about you. Yeah. Right now, from what I'm feeling in my intuitions, is that they're in the get to know you phase. So it's more of a curiosity / am I attracted to certain things within you? Because maybe the outside's okay, but I want to make sure the insides are what I want as well. Kind of checking off the list, saying, does he meet all the requirements for a relationship, basically? So yeah, you're being heavily judged right now, but in a good way, I believe, because she sees more benefit more pros than cons, okay? If it's a he, she, whatever it is, okay? You're making an impact by being present. Just be present, be there, and enjoy every single moment you got with that person. All right, moving on to Stephanie's reading. Stephanie, let me do a cleansing shuffle for you today. The back reading for me, you said you would do that the other day. You mean the journey layout reading? Which one do you want me to do? Okay, the journey layout. Okay, we can do a journey layout for you, Stephanie. You know that takes a while, right? And I'm sorry I forgot about it. I really am. I apologize for you on that. I probably got really drained and stuff like that. You're welcome, Mocking. Thank you. Okay, so pick your numbers. There are no God cards. And I'm going to keep shuffling until you're ready, okay? Give me a good turn. She needs a really good journey, guys. You need to help me with this one. Whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers. All right, good. You like it here? All right, here we go. 10 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and your Wandering Path card. I'm doing great, Cozy. Thank you for asking. Okay, your Wandering Path card comes out first, and you said 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and now the 20th card is on top. With the past, wait path, hard path, easy path, leap of faith, unseen, and home. Okay, right, ready to rock and roll. So, Cozy Message, we're in the middle of doing a journey layout reading, which takes a little bit longer right now. So, just to let you know, it's going to be a while before I get to any more readings. So, this could take a while. Me and Stephanie got to work together here. So, all right, Stephanie, are you ready for this bad bitch? Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. What do you think I'm here for? That's what we're here to help, bud. That's why we're here. We're here to help you with all of that stuff. Did everything work out the way you wanted it to? While I'm waiting for Stephanie to respond on if she's ready or not. Sorry, I didn't see you say, yeah, I'm ready. Good. All right. I'm going to get back to doing Stephanie's reading. I'm really, really glad. I'm really, really glad. All right. Moving forward, because I got Stephanie to do. Here we go, Stephanie. So what has the past path been for you recently? You have been working on yourself. You have been trying to transform yourself and have been successful in that transformation, Stephanie. You have put yourself out of the fire now, and now you are working towards tempering that soul into a shape you want it to be. So whatever has been happening to you recently, you've been using that as power and energy for your path going forward, making something out of the past into the future. So that's a very good card about you dealing with the past well and making your past turn into something beneficial. That's always a good card to see in the past. So now we get to see the second card, which is your wait path. And we always show these two first cards for this. Ooh. Okay, so when you get a path card in a path position, like you just did, it means the literal definition of the card. So the literal definition of the wait path, where you're getting confused, or what you should do right now, but with your decision making, is stop trying to make a decision. Maybe it's just time to walk the path without worrying about what time frame it's going to take, how long it's going to go, which direction it's going to go. Or maybe it's time to get onto that lazy river intertube and let the universe carry you the way it's supposed to be carrying you. Trust the universe for once. Don't always have to trust yourself. If you can't trust yourself, trust us. We will take you where you need to go. As long as you can do that, we are here for you. You know, that's kind of the literal definition of the way path. Is the wandering path is that literal definition of that. And I know that's why you're getting this right now, because maybe you've been in the lazy river and maybe it's almost time to get off of the lazy river. But they'll take you off when they're ready to take you off the ride. Don't worry about it. Just allow that to happen. Now, here's where you get to make some choices there, Miss Stephanie. Do you want to go down your hard path first, your easy path first, or your unseen path first? Which path do you want to see first? We see all the cards, so... Okay, so the hard path. So what is the hard path? So what is the hardest thing for you to overcome right now? Right now, it's that showing the world who you really are part. You know, where we get confused sometimes that all the things we think of that make us a mess are exactly what we show the world, because that is us. The mess, the good things, the bad things, the uglies, everything in between. But that reflection we show to other people is what we see within ourselves sometimes. And as people are saying things to you, they're bouncing it back to them. You ever hear that little phrase? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Okay, well, in this case, it's the hard path. So what do you need to overcome in that, where those words have no more meaning, and now you know who you are and what you show people and the world? So that's where you might need a little bit of help overcoming that obstacle. So don't be afraid to show them who you really are, even if that's hellfire storming Stephanie, okay? Because if they're not going to work with you, they better get out of your fucking way. Okay? Do you want your easy path or your unseen path next? Easy, unseen. Unseen. So what is the unseen path for you? You know, Stephanie, when we talk about the hard and easy path, when what we really need to be doing during that time, when we're on that unseen road, we cut through the bullshit of what's been stopping us. And Stephanie, that procrastination, that unwillingness to accept hurt for change, like you have to be hurt in order to change. It's not, doesn't have to hurt to change, you know, and accepting that you need to start to share the right kinds of information to cut through the BS. So whatever information you're not sharing, that's how we can help you the best sometimes, because then we can help you cut through those little reeds so you can get to the end of the dock. We share the right kind of information between us, or you and your higher power, or you and your higher self. As long as you are walking that path to get to the end of that dock, you're doing the work you're supposed to be doing, cutting through all of the reeds along the way where self-doubt, self-pity, all those other things that we can say negative about ourselves no longer stick to us. We learn from them, we grow from them, we become better people from them, but we share what is going on in our journey so that we understand it all. And then we get to your easy path, because that's the only choice. Oh, really, God. Okay, here you go. Black and white, plain and simple, in the exact position, saying the exact thing I just got done telling you. The easy path is this: cut through the bullshit to get to the end of the dock, so that you can find a way to work with an easy path and a hard path at the same time. You can be determined about getting to the end of the dock, but you can still have a goddamn plan. Okay? So maybe that's what you need to start to think about before you start to do that. And then think about what's in the fucking wandering, what is in the unseen path. That's sharing, right? So easy path is telling you, please, let's choose an unseen path for once. Cut through the BS and start to share the right information, right? It's incredible that you got that card. So, okay, now we've got one more choice for you to make there, Stephanie. Do you want your Leap of Faith card, or do you want your home card first? Home or leap is all you need to say. Left. This one here? One with the ring on it? Ring or no ring? Okay, yes is not, yes, you want the ring, or no, you want, yes, ring, no ring. Whatever way it is, just say yes, ring, no ring. Sorry. Because I forgot what I was saying. Thank you very much for working with me, Stephanie. Or just say hard, or just say home or leap. Yes, ring. Okay, good. That's your home path, okay? So what do you need to ring within yourself or expel within yourself? The thing that you need to expel from yourself is that confused mind. That confused mind of wondering what choice is the best choice for you to make. It's time to stop being so indecisive and choose something that will matter to you for a change. It doesn't hurt to go after dreams. It doesn't hurt for you to contemplate what is coming up next. But you will eventually have to grab one and start to see if you can make it come true. Don't be afraid to follow your dreams again. Again, with don't forget to follow your dreams. And then your last and final, well, not your last, for the last, the leap of faith card is the drive card. Okay, so what does that mean when I say leap of faith? Well, drive is all about giving up on the hard, long road you've been walking. That's beating up on yourself. That's self-doubting yourself. That's giving into your fear, giving into your anxiety. That's the long, hard marathon walk. We all feel like we have to run that. Some of us feel like we have to push rocks up hills in order to get to the end of the fucking race quicker. But it never works out that way. But when you leave all of that garbage you've been collecting on the side of the road on your way to the finish line, and you finally let all of that baggage go, and you only take what you need with you, and you get in the car and you drive to where you need to go, start paying attention to the signs that are right in front of you there, Stephanie, because they're throwing a lot of signs your way. You just aren't jumping at the right exit, right? Because they're giving you opportunities to jump or overcome obstacles or overcome something, or maybe not overcome, but validate even harder, and then validate even more. You know, you say you want good things to happen to you, but then when good things start to happen to you, you don't think you deserve those good things. Well, yeah, you do. You get in the car, you turn on the pretty music to make you feel good, whatever music is your way. Maybe it's rock and roll, maybe it's classical, maybe it's country, maybe it's rap, maybe it's something weird thing I haven't heard of yet. But whatever it is, it's time to get back in the car and drive to the end of that road rather than walk the long, hard road. That's what your leap of faith is. Stop trying to walk a marathon and beating up on yourself. Now, the Wandering Path card is the last and final card we get to see here. And the Wandering Path card is all about where you need to understand that what you may not have considered before and what you may need to know about the journey ahead. So what is the Home card telling me? The Home card tells me that it's time to feel at home with yourself. So whatever's going on with you right now, we're trying to find that home within ourselves. That place where we belong, that place where we rest, the place where we eat, the place where we find family and community, the place that's our safe spot, right? So whenever I see the Home card, I think of it as your Super Mario save spot has just been put down in the sand today. And if you go back to any bottom, you go back to this bottom, not the bottom you used to go down to. So you're at a way higher level now. You won't go down further than that level you're at right now. So look at that and say, hey, everything I need, everything I want, everything I could desire is right here for the taking. I just got to settle in. That's it. Right? So we look at your journey layout one more time. What does it tell me? You are forging ahead the future. You need to understand it's not always about the choice. Sometimes it's about allowing the world to carry you. Share the see the real reflection of who you are and share the right information so that people understand what that reflection means. Don't be afraid to take an easy path for once and cut through the BS of both the worlds that you don't seem to be able to cut through, and find a way to mix them together and make them beneficial for you in the end. Now, when you come to me and ask about the things that you need to bring within and out, you contemplate things way too much and have to overcome that worried, silly mind of yours and just start picking something that brings you happiness and joy. Put that in your car and drive it all the way to the finish line, because if you do that, things will happen in a more beneficial way. And last but not least, as you get to the end of your journey, you can finally say you may be reaching home soon. And that is your journey layout today, Stephanie. So that's your reading for today, sweetie. Any other questions you have? Because I'm so connected to everything right now, I can answer any question you want me to answer right now. I'm like walking in the fucking fiery ether right now. I can barely see the screen. It's so thick in here. I had to put my psychic goggles on to see the damn screen. But if you don't have anything, we'll just move on. We'll spend some time talking about other things. We'll move on to saying the queue is now open for anyone who would like a reading. Just press exclamation point join. You can get a reading as well. If you're up for a chat, please come back in line. And right, so yeah, and it's just validation saying it's okay to not understand right now. It's okay not to make a choice right now, but eventually when you're ready, you will. You know what I'm saying? It's okay not to understand. That weight path that I was talking to you about when we're talking about, it was what was it? It was where is it? Nope, not that one. Okay, drive was this one. Reflection, this one. Home path was this one. Share is this one. Wandering path is this one. Forge, contemplate. Nope, wandering unseen. So, okay. So, trying to help you understand things because I had to put them back in order so we can kind of work this out because it's a part of the reading. When you have questions like that, I want to make you understand why things are still going the way they're going, okay? So, let's take that for a second, okay? Still trying to understand things. In that wait path, it's okay to wait for a while and not know the answer. It's okay to trust the universe that when you're ready to know the answer, it will hit you like a lightning bolt and you'll want it to be something better. You'll choose a different path, one that fits you the best, whichever path that is you choose. And yeah, I hate waiting. Well, it's not about waiting, it's about being ready. Okay, so if you hate waiting, say, I'm done learning, I'm getting off of this ride and I'm picking a road now. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of waiting. This looks like a good spot to get off, swim to shore, and then start to own your path again. Walk the walk, talk the talk, and do the do. But then you got the share card, okay? The share card is saying you're not sharing the right information with people so that you can't get the desired result. Even with your higher power, it's the share thingy that's the hardest thing for you to do. The unseen path is what the BS is. So what aren't you cutting through the BS of that you aren't sharing with people or aren't sharing at least with yourself or higher power? That, I mean, if you can't tell me out loud, that's okay. You can't tell somebody other reader out loud, that's okay. But if you can tell the gods at least then you can relieve some of that and give it to them, because then they'll carry it home. And then we had your reflection card, which is telling you, yeah, you feel like a jumbled up mess, but you're really a beautiful oak tree in the background, right? That's your hardest path to look, that self-reflection and seeing yourself as that beautiful oak tree. So we have to work on that, don't we, Stephanie? But that's you have to start to believe in yourself, have to understand your power, have to understand that you yourself have more gifts than you can even realize right now. They just haven't been awakened in you yet because you're not ready for them yet. Right? And then we take you back into it again, where it tells you even gives you the answer that you are looking for. What is the easiest way possible to do this? It's an unseen path. It's not easy. It's not hard. It's both. You know what I'm saying? And then we get to the home card at the end of it. That kind of seals the deal. You have to start to feel at home with yourself. It really does matter how you build that home up within yourself. What made up the good foundation that made up the essentials you? What made up the walls that still keep you safe, but not too safe? Remember, those walls are only supposed to be designed to keep the bad shit out, not the good stuff out. So you let the good stuff in, but keep the bad shit out, right? Then you got to put that roof on because the world's going to throw some spicy shit our way. And we never know when it's going to throw it our way. So we want to be best protected we can. So that's our work-life balance that we have to work on every day. That's paying the bills, blah, 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 going to work, yada, yada. Okay? And then after that, it's all good in the neighborhood because you start to believe in yourself ever so much. And then you open up that door and you say, welcome into those people you want in your life again. And those people you don't want in your life, you say, nope, you can't come in anymore. And now you're ready to travel out and find that love and understanding relationship you want so bad. But if you don't start with you first, it will feel empty. It won't feel valid. It won't feel true. It'll feel like you're missing something all the time. So if you take the time to fill this now, you won't have to fill it when you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I know you feel this way. Hey, Swifty! I've got my music on TikTok now, on Instagram now, on Audacity app that allows me to upload some of my music. So hopefully it gets out there into the universe a little bit, but I'm not really worrying about that. But Steph, you know, it looks like you're on the right track towards getting to that place you really want to be. So that's what this is all leading to, because this is basically the God card of the whole deck. If there was any God card here, it would be the Wandering Path card, telling you the results of what you are going through right now and what is going to happen to you if you deal with all of this stuff that you need to deal with. Reaching that home within yourself, you know. I'm going to put those away now. And I'm going to have a secret. But you understand that, Stephanie. That's what the thing is. You do understand that. And it takes time, and you hate waiting. Well, then change. Don't wait for the change to happen to you. Change it yourself. You know, that's the whole point. You know, you don't have to wait for an answer any longer. You can just make one. You know what I'm saying? Make a plan that makes sense to you, but you know you want to be determined about getting there, so let's do it. Hard path, just looking at myself in a better way. I am more put together than I'm giving myself credit for. You know? It's that belief system. I mean, the hardest part of when I read for you, Stephanie, is that I feel like you have an abundant life. Like people actually want to be a part of your life and want good things for you. And I don't know if I'm wrong on that, but it feels like you have an abundant life. Like I would consider it abundant to me. It's probably normal to everybody else, but it's abundant to me because I live a poor ass life. You know, I'm surprised I actually have internet right now because of that. Yeah, I'm not right. Come from humble beginnings, right? Well, then you understand what I'm saying about finances and stuff like that. You know, but love is a different transaction than money. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're talking about the journey layout that we just had, you know. Hey, I can be wrong. That's okay. I like being wrong. It means I have to tune in a little bit better. It means I have to learn a little bit better. And I have, you know, work to do myself. Because I do that whenever I have someone tell me something that didn't come up valid. I do kind of go back and go, okay, what was I sensing at that moment? Do I still feel that sense now? And I can only tell you what I feel and see and hear in here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I know that my readings aren't 100% accurate. But no reading is 100% accurate. It's not designed to be 100% accurate. It's supposed to be general advice you either listen to or don't listen to that can help you in a magical scientific way. Because it's both a science and it's both a magic. Science and magic do not separate each other. They complement one another. And that's the point. Whatever is special and unique to you. You know, that's why I mean building that house is so important. Because you know exactly who you are. You know what you want to protect. You know who you want in and out of your life. Yeah, you're almost there. So it's working on that last 10%, right? Or you can say, I'm good enough as is. 90% is fucking amazing. I'm going to stay 90% for a long ass time. And if I happen to reach 100 someday, great, 1% every whatever time frame you give yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's a percentage of how well you feel attuned to the universe. And then your gifts will come knocking at the door and say, "Are you ready for this shit?" And it could hit you like a ton of bricks because you're not if you're not ready for it. So they're trying to prepare you to be ready to do something like that. You know, a reader of some kind. I don't know what kind of reader, but a reader of some kind. You've probably already done a lot of empathic work already, not even realizing it. You are like the person people come to for advice and shit like that. If I'm right about that shit either, too. Who knows? I'm not even high, but I am. I am in the zone. I'm feeling it today. I feel the ethereal light. Rosie, let me finish my smoke and then I'll do your reading here. Why don't you choose your numbers and your question? And EP Boy, it's good to see you as well. Welcome in, EP Boy. And Cozy is a tarot reader as well. So if you guys ever want to go check out Cozy's reading there, I think they do some pretty good readings. I have to admit, I haven't been there a lot. So, but right now they're doing making crafting and stuff like that. But he does a variety of different things. So go check out Cozy Messages. I'm sorry if I forgot your pronouns. I'm a complete dork when it comes to that. So, yeah, I never got COVID because me and my wife were, we didn't have a car, so we couldn't go anywhere. So we spent 2 years basically in our house for 2 years. Never got except for medical appointments, and we always followed the rules. So we never got COVID because we were both in the danger zone for catching it and maybe dying from it. With my wife's autoimmune disease and my some of my things that would have, if I had caught it, might have killed one or both of us. So we did everything in our power to stay home, and that's what got me into streaming again. Was that the pandemic? I lost my job because of the pandemic, because I was driving food around and they hadn't yet done the upgrades on the apps and stuff like that to make it easier for people to order online, and places like DoorDash and all of that stuff got bang or buck those couple years because everyone was ordering food from them because no one had to go pick it up. You know, it was something cool. So Cozy, let's get to doing your reading here. And I'm going to cleanse these cards off. Cool for you. Here, I got to go back up and make sure I don't... Okay, 9 and 17. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to clear these cards off for you. And you want to know how to be a better animal communicator. Okay. They say that this is ready for you. So here are your 9 official shuffles. 1, 2... almost. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have a 2 God card message for this Cozy, and you have the 17th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then the 17th card is now on top. As I said, you have a 2 God card message. We'll get to those in a little bit here. And now the 17th card about how to become a better animal communicator. All right, so this is going to give you some advice on how to do that, okay? So listen well, because this is going to be important to your journey and your path going on right now, okay, Cozy? So we want to be a better communicator. The first thing we have to understand is we want to make a change in our psychic window, right? So the first thing we have to do is say, I can do this. So you have to say, I will and intent that I now can communicate with animals better. I will understand their signals. I will understand what they are trying to tell me. I will be the most attentive person to those animals and watch for their cues and watch for when they are trying to talk to me in a metaphysical way. Allowing that old baggage of believing you couldn't do it to die. That's what has to happen. I no longer not believe I can't do this because you are capable of this, right, Cozy? I know you're capable of this, but you have to allow that change to happen, and that means letting go of that phrase, I can't do this, in your mind. And I know you're working on it right now, and maybe even doing it right now, but say these words to yourself. I am a animal communicator, consciously and subconsciously. And I want you to repeat that at least 5 times in your head. I am an animal communicator in my mind and in my life, But that changes are coming for you. So open up that door and allow that change to happen. Okay, I got to get back to the screen here real quick. And now that you're doing, I had to kind of get back to the screen so I can see what happened here. I followed the rules and still had it like really bad. I almost died from it. Yeah, exactly. Stephanie, that was like one of the worst things we have been through since a pandemic a long time ago. But we're getting off the subject here. But so right, and but now that psychic window is opening up to you now, right, Cozy? So now is the time to embrace your gift on that. Open up your windows, open up your doors to those gifts. So imagine that door right in front of you, the one that you have to unlock to open that gift to. So use that imagery again, get into that grounded and centered state. Get that will and intent ready, candle, whatever way you want to ignite that will and intent, whatever gifts you are willing to give up to get said gift, whether that be I will let go of my anxieties and fears and burn them away right on in the candle, whatever that is. This is what I give to you to get to what I need to get. And then that gift becomes, now I have to accept that I am already capable of it. I embrace that part of me. My cat is trying to get in because he knows that we're talking about animals right now, right? Right. And then the last and final thing, Cozy, to get you ready for this is that acceptance. You have to get to the acceptance level of, I no longer question whether I can or can't do it. I know I can do it. I know I'm a destiny weaver. I know I can change fate. I know I can change time. I know I can change lifelines. I know I can do things that are too scary to say here on freaking stream. Okay? But I'm giving you the example. I know what I'm capable of. I know how fast I can push it. I know what I can do, but I know I hold back for very important reasons because I am not the one who wants to be the one who is the catalyst for someone's burning, crashing, dying, life going down the toilet. But the acceptance part, and you think, well, if I embrace myself fully and completely, all the goods, the bads, and the uglies, doesn't that mean I accept myself? No, that doesn't mean you accept yourself. You accept yourself when you say, that is beautiful. I love that about me. I am that me. And that's what when I was trained on how to communicate with anything, when I did have a coven to help me with that stuff, it was quiet the mind and start to listen. You don't listen with these ears. You listen with those inner ears. Listen with that third eye. You see with that third eye. And start to practice that visualization of opening those things up. That throat chakra needs to be a little bit more open too. But here is why you're going through all of the things. Like you just said, I'm feeling more positively about my different gifts. So it's time to bring all of those gifts together. Right, Cozy? It's time to bring all of those gifts together to ignite that one power. That power that can do all of those things. You don't need a separate power for all of those dumb things. You are capable of all of those stuff. So bring all the stuff together and imagine you are got big ass arms out into the universe and start to scoop up and filter out any and all good things coming your way and just scoop them into your life and say, I bring this stuff into my very being, and then allow yourself to integrate all of that stuff that you have left out there that you want back in yourself or want to change about yourself, and then allow yourself to think, I am now actively using this as my catalyst to ignite my change to be exactly what I see in my head now of what I want to be. That's what the integrate card is all about. Okay? So that's why you're going through all of this right now, to bring it together, to bring this all to that crescendo moment. To be able to snap your fingers and know that what you just said and willed and intent to be would happen. You know? Dr. Doolittle was born with the gift, but you want to obtain that gift or already have that gift and want to awaken it. Well, then awaken it. You're a powerful psychic. You know how to awaken things. So go into your unconscious mind and unlock the door that you can't see past, you know? So, Cozy, we do have some God cards to talk about. So, when you're ready for your God cards, let me know. Oh, wait, I don't warn people anymore. Oops. But here you go. Here's what the gods need you to do more than anything else. More than anything else, okay? It's time to donate back to yourself. These different gifts are being given to you as a gift, as a present, as something that could be beneficial to you and your past someday. Collect it, collect it, collect it. Allow it to fill that need. So you no longer have want anymore. Let it fill you. And let it fill you up all the way. Put down the goddamn swords already and start fighting with your other self and learn how to work as a fucking team. You heard me. Yes, your unconscious and conscious self need to start to work together. Your magical self and your mundane self need to start to work together. It's time to put down the goddamn sword, stop fighting with yourself, and accept that this is exactly what you need. You need to be given things right now, and you need to learn how to accept those things. You've been such a giver, now you have to learn how to take. I know. You said, I don't want to learn how to do that. You need to learn how to do that for a reason. Are you really willing to change or not? Is what they're presenting to you, okay? So there you go, cozy messages. That is your reading for today. My cat opened the door. It's hot in here, so I'll try to be quieter, but all right, Cozy, I've given you what I feel you needed to hear today. We're going to go to Crypto Girl next. Crypto Girl to the reading room. Crypto Girl to the reading room. It is your turn, Crypto. Have some coffee and maybe even a smoke. I'll just smoke this little butt. But it's about Steven again. Ah! I know that. This is not... It's not a relationship thing you need to learn. Let me say that plainly. This is not trying to get you guys back together so you learn another stupid lesson. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to do your reading because I felt this for a while, but you keep asking something, and I want to make damn sure you understand. I'm not talking about it like you think either. I'm talking about it in a very platonic way, not a sexual or relationship way. Okay? Like brother, sister almost. That kind of energy more than anything. But we're gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna really dig deep this time and ask them to really find out why Steven keeps manifesting in your life. Now, you work with him, right? So it's not like you can escape him, right? Have you thought about quitting? 1. Oh, I forgot to do my cleansing shuffle. Never mind. Cleansing. I almost forgot. And then they said, nope, you got to cleanse us. See, they even remind me. And they're going to tell me when they're ready for your answer here. Ooh. Okay, so here we go with your 10 and 25 shuffles. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 25th card. Why is Steven manifesting around you so hard? And what is it you can learn so you can finally stop seeing him, right? So this is what it will tell you. Okay, here we go, crypto. Hey, Fuzzball. I gotta pet my cat for a second. Yes, I love you too, son. So, crypto. Why is Steven manifesting around you so hard? He keeps popping up in so many places, and we want to know how we can make it stop and go away. We want to know what we need to learn so that it can finally be done, so the universe quits throwing it in your face. They're trying to remind you that his circle of friends was not where you wanted to be. Where he lived in his community and what he's doing with his life was not a part of what you wanted. It's an expression of your past and showing you how far you've come. How far you've come now that you've entered a brand new circle now. A circle of trusted people with trusted advisors who give you really good advice now. You have that inner circle already taken care of. They might help you feed the fire, but you got to put the logs in and burn away all that which is no longer needed so you have that fuel for that fire. You know? And the circle card always usually means that it's time to get back around community again. Get back around the good friends who are positive friends who remind you why the jerk wasn't the right one for you. The people who remind you that you're a powerful woman. To the people who remind you that you're a powerful person in general, you know? So, but get back around those things that are going to protect you. So if you're around people who love you and they're going to protect you, maybe you stop seeing them everywhere because you're too busy looking at your other friends. You know what I'm saying? And the world of coincidences is the world of coincidences, but the averages is going to thin out soon. Okay, we're going to take an ad break. Ad break. We've got that ad break. We've got an ad break. We got my ad break. We got an ad break. We got an ad break. We got an ad break. An ad break. An ad break now. We want to get an ad break. Wow. I want to see an ad break. Blah, 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 blah. Ad break. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're back from your beautiful ad break. Thank you for watching that. That helps support any and all streamers out there. I try to keep my commercials to a very bare minimum here, once an hour, and just, you know, a 1 minute to 2 minute thingy that you have to watch in order to get back here. You don't want that anymore? sign up for Turbo on Twitch or become a subscriber. You can like and follow, do whatever you want here. I don't expect anything in return for my readings. We're going to get back to Cozy here. So Cozy, coming back in. I hope you're still here. So back into the reading here. Okay? So, but what is it that Stephen's trying to remind you how to do? Love yourself more. Because my mom was the person who kept trying to tell me that the woman I was infatuated with would never love me in return. No matter how much I changed, no matter what I did. That's what I said, Crypto. Sorry, I said the wrong name. Crypto, not you. Sorry. Apologies. Tired. Because the thing that my mom always comes to tell people is that you do have the power to change. You are already loved by a lot of people. You don't need another person in your life to feel loved anymore. You know, maybe it's time to work on some other things instead of trying to chase after some person who you know doesn't want you anymore. And it's time to stop making excuses and start to maybe go confront it and say, hey, get out of my life. I don't want to see you anywhere near. Order a protection, whatever you need to do. Or quit your job, go find a new job, whatever, get away from him, do whatever it takes to get away from him. You know, because if he's that much of a bother in your life, then maybe it's trying to tell you to move and get away. You know, but I had rose-colored glasses about this woman that I was in love with before I married the wife that I am married to for now 18 years, right? Okay, I was infatuated with this woman. I was obsessed with this woman. I thought she was the one. I thought she was the perfect specimen of a woman. She wasn't a perfect specimen of a woman. When I really got to understand the really nitty-gritties of her inside, it didn't look so pretty. But, you know what? Hey, there's hope here, okay, Crypto? Because if you can shine brighter than he is shining, he won't be able to come near you because your light will be too bright. So start to believe in yourself. Start to believe in that power. Start to believe in that love for yourself. Start to believe in all of that. Your friends come to protect you. All the people who love you the most are right there around you. Protection, 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 protection. You are being shown so much protection because they are glazing like a sun down on your exact spot. It's like the angels splitting the clouds and going, ooh, there you are. You know what I'm saying? But why are you going through all of this? Because you are ready to change. Because you're ready to manifest a major change. Death is not about dying. It's about change. You want a true tower card in my deck? You want that one? Grab the Rain Air card or grab the crystallized card or there's a couple of them in there that, you know, aren't exactly goody stuff, you know. So there's change that has to happen. Something has to die in order for there to be something new in its place. So it's a reminder on what you need to let go of and what you need to let go of when it regards to him and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's your closure. It's your closure to reject him. It's your turn to close the book and be done with it. And then allow yourself to return to a normal life again. Well, like I said, I'm not telling you to give the guy another shot. I'm telling you that if you give him another shot, it's not going to work out well. Right now, I'm going to tell you that. So I wouldn't do that, okay? Unless you really want your heart broken really badly, I wouldn't do that, okay? Not the guy you were just with. Definitely not that guy, okay? You need a change. You need a change that somebody you can believe in. Maybe it's the person you're with right now and giving him everything you wish you had given anybody else. I know you don't want to go back to him. I know that. Like I said, this is a platonic kind of relationship here. We're connected because we did have a past, but we're connected by family blood. So family blood says we can't be together. You're like a brother to me. You're like a sister to me. You know, and sisters and brothers don't get along sometimes. So right now you're arguing with your brother. And I had to cut my brother out of my life too. It wasn't fun. But he did something so egregious I could not have him around me or my life anymore. You know? I tried to help him. And then he comes and, does a couple of things that aren't so nice. So, especially when I'm going out of my way to help him and, help him trying to do the things he needs to do. I don't think it's that, honestly. I think Steven needs this closure as much as you need this closure, Crypto. I really do. No God cards, too, which speaks volumes because you got the Circle card. EP Boy, I'm sorry, you're next in line. But the Circle card in the past, you have all of the family and protection you need that has come from your past to protect you. You have to understand those 3 things that I keep trying to tell you so that you understand that's what you're capable of. And then glow like that brilliant, beautiful sun because he's there to remind you what not to look at. He's the example of the dark. You want to look toward the light. Allow yourself to change and grow from this because that's what is needed. That's why you're going through all of this. To change, to grow, to become better than you were before, to close the book, to have your closure, to be able to say, I am finally done. You know what I'm saying? EP Boy, it's your turn. EP Boy to the reading room. EP Boy to the reading room. You're welcome, Crypto. As always, you're welcome. And I know he keeps popping up, but sometimes you just got to ignore it. Sometimes you just got to say, okay, he was there. Big deal. Move on with my life. Okay, I saw him today. Big deal. Move on with my life. Because I had to have my moment too of have that. Yeah, it's your turn, EP. But I know you don't want this back again. Hey, Indigo. I know you don't want this back again or don't want this relationship back again. It's not about like this. It's not about that. It's about understanding the choices you used to make, that you're no longer making those, and validating you on that. All right, let me do a really deep cleanse for you, EP. What do you want to know today, EP? Yeah, that should mix it up a little bit better. Okay, you want to know what Hermes has to say? Okay, they're almost there. Hermes, huh? Messenger of the gods. Come to me, I need you. Okay, here is your one shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th card is... So you want to know okay. Okay, I have to go back and read something here, EP. Okay, so what Hermes has to say. I'm sorry that you felt that way, but you could have also embraced your feminine and said, hey, I look damn good for a woman. I can pull it off at least. Okay. Before we get into this, let me tell you a tiny little story, EP Boy, because it's very, very valid. When I was a boy, I had a friend named John, okay? John and I were dressing up for Halloween. I wanted to trick John because he had been mean to me in the past, right? So me and my mom, we went out to the store. We bought me a dress that would fit me. We did me all up in makeup and everything. I looked like a fucking girl. I'm not joking you. If you had walked up to me at that age, and yeah, I know. I'm just telling you a story here, okay? And my best friend at the time, quote unquote, was hitting on me. He actually grabbed my ass, and then I turned to him and said, "What are you doing, John?" And he says, "Oh, fuck." Realizing I wasn't a girl. I had people convinced for a full week I had a sister that I was keeping secret, locked in a room somewhere because of that little incident. Everyone thought I had a sister that I never told anyone about, a twin sister or some bullshit like that. It was the weirdest rumor ever. It was a Stranger Things moment for sure. But you know what I'm saying? So I had to share that little message real quick, Evie, because I know that this is hard for you to understand, right? Why you're going through all of this right now and what Hermes is trying to tell you through all of this day and helping you break down and why wondering and understanding this, right, EP? So we're going to get back to breaking it down of what Hermes is trying to explain to you, okay? Ready? Okay, EP, I want to make sure you're ready. Yeah, okay. That guy was just being a jerk then, okay? He was being a jerk. You mean, so was it your intention to pass as a full female or was it your intention to pass as a male? I want to know pronouns and sexual orientation and stuff like that before I get into something here. How do you identify EP? Okay, so you're a guy and someone thought you were a girl, okay? So, we want to masculine ourselves up. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm wondering. That's because, like I said, I was feeling something there that I was kind of like, okay, she's one way but wants to be the other way. Like that like you're saying, trans guy being bi. So you want to pass more as the guy than the girl, right? So getting to your reading, right? And this is where we have to start to understand. First, we have to just be okay dressing up as a guy, being a guy every day looking at the way we look and asking ourselves, does this look masculine enough for me? What do I portray when I'm going out there? How do I feel? Because it's about the attitude as well. It's not just, it's also getting rid of some of those hormones and getting ready for that trans kind of moment where we are allowing ourselves to be both at the same time, but the one that we are keeping subdued is that feminine side we were born with, but we are allowing our masculine side to come out and be flourished. So wandering path makes perfect sense because that's saying you don't have to make a choice. Be the one you say you want to be. So wait, I want to tell Hermes something. Okay, tell Hermes something. So I called him a shiny man sometimes, and he loves it, right? And I told my sister, and she said, "Oh yeah, he shines." And quote fucking Twilight. Okay. I had never watched Twilight, so I don't have any clue what you're talking about. I know Edward and Bella and all that shit, but that's about it. Like I said, I wish I knew the reference because I don't. Well, like I said, if he's being inappropriate with you, then knock them the fuck down. I'm not talking about punching here. I'm talking about just saying, excuse me, I'm a man. Please, excuse me, I'm a man. Hello, don't you see that? Yeah, I know vampires shine in twilight, but I'm just saying. Hence the joke. Okay. Well, he can be the glittery vampire guy who gets the sweet, innocent Bella to fall in love with her and all that craziness, whatever the fuck happens there. But the Wandering Path card EP is that's what this is about. Getting back into that mode where it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. You have to start to own what you are and walk like that, talk like that, be that no matter what happens. And I know that's a hard thing to say, but allowing the universe to just show your masculine side and really push that forward. If it made you mad, ask yourself why it's making you mad and give into those feelings, give into the anger, give into that warlike mentality, that hunter-gatherer mentality. Give into that and let it express you in your masculine way. And females and males, very similar as far as brain intelligence go. I think women can be a little bit better with the pain threshold than men can because they give babies. So I'm sorry, no man I know would be able to give birth to a child, okay? But let's move on, okay? Because their middle card is the unseen path. So the wandering path is saying, okay, if you want a path to choose, then here's your example of what you need to start to do. We need to take the hardest things we still have to accomplish, the easy plan we have to make, mush it together, and find a way to walk that gray in between by cutting through the bullshit that's been stopping us from living a happy life. That's what we are trying to accomplish right now. And that's what Hermes is trying to make you understand. And it's you are trying to communicate something to the world. You want to communicate it in a very definitive way. You want people to see you at the end of the dock without any of that baggage carrying on your back. So let go of the feminine baggage you used to have. Let go of the feminine attributes you used to have and start to accumulate the male attributes you want to have. That's what the fan card is all about in your future. It's about taking back control of self. It's saying, I don't need anybody telling me how to do or what to do. I need to just be the person. When we say be a man, we're not telling them to, man up or act like an aggressive, Neanderthal who wants to go bang everything in the head. They're asking us to stand up to what masculinity stands for instead of what femininity stands for. And if you can shine it and control that and cut off the spider webs and start to fan the flame of you see me only as male, they're gonna see you only as male because that's the only thing you'll allow them to see. It's about what's underneath the surface of it all. Remember, this is not a mask. Okay, you couldn't hear the first one? Okay, I'll go back to the first one. So the first one was the Wandering Path card, right? First one was the one. I'm just making sure I've got the right card here. Waiting for an answer. I want to know if it's this card here. Okay, so what I was talking about this, okay, so this is in the past, okay? It's a wandering path card, which means it's the literal definition of the actual card in your past. So what does that mean? It means sometimes you would get into the lazy river and allow the universe to carry you, but you had to decide to get off at certain points to walk the path you had to walk. But now is maybe the time to understand it's time to get off again, and maybe you use both the easy and the hard path to get back on the right path by cutting through the BS of whatever has been getting in your way, whether that's self-doubt, fear, anxiety, the things that keep stopping you from accomplishing your dream. You're going to cut through those little reeds that are easy to cut through, and then you're going to start to believe in yourself and stuff like that. And then it comes to tell you what path you should be thinking about taking at this moment. And it shows you the unseen path. Now, you heard that, right? And you heard the other one? And I was just starting to do the last, your destiny card. So I want to make sure before I move forward. You heard the unseen path. You heard the fanning path, fanning card. Just say yes, or one yes, two yes, three yes, or whatever. And should I continue with the top reading? Sorry guys, I'll get to you guys as soon as possible. You know, I take everyone in order, so. I don't understand what so means. What card did I miss? Not a fan. Okay, what the fan couldn't hear either story. Okay, not the fan. Okay, so the fan too, okay? So the fan is about taking back control of your life. There are these little spider webs that we like to keep attached to ourselves because they feel comfortable, safe, and warm. When we need advice, we go running to mom for advice. When we need something from dad, we go running to dad. When sister is crying for our help, we go help her. You know, it's that kind of thing. But sometimes we have to say no to everybody and say, I can't help you right now. I have to help myself. Taking back the control of your life and start to fan the fire that means the most to you. So if it's your intent to be trans male and be passed as trans male, then that's got to be your only goal. And you fan that fire and give up everything else that means anything to you that would associate with that feminine past. You know what I'm saying? So take back the control and cut off what preconceived notions people have of you, because there's no right way to be a man. And then we were going to get to the last card, which was next. So are we good here? I wish you would have said something when I was doing a reading. I would have slowed down or stopped. But that's okay. We got it again. So we're good on the story so far. And then the surface level card is about you. Okay, so the surface card is about one other last thing, okay, that I want to kind of touch on. Because the surface card is about bringing to the surface all of that which people see in you truly. That means, like what you see here when you come and see the Unknown Prophet, this is the real me. This is who I really am. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't put on a mask for anybody. This is, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to wear a mask anymore because I'm not afraid to show who I really am, even the broken parts of me. So understanding what's underneath the surface so that we can bring them to the surface and deal with them. That wandering or lost feeling, we need to start to deal with it. With that, I need to choose a path feeling, it's time to start to think about what path. It's time to start to take back the controls so you know which fire you're feeding. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you gaining stuff here. Okay? Okay. And Hermes is just telling you specifically this. And he wants me to pass this message on to you, okay? Hermes said to me, tell him he's doing it good enough. He doesn't need to be any more perfect. What he's doing now is perfect. So let him know that. He's already appeasing me. Is what the last message he wants me to give you. He says he wants you to give more to yourself than you give to him right now. He says whatever you want to do for him, do for yourself. That's what he wants. Whatever that means. Moving on. Humor. Humor is not really a big thing up there. I mean, it's not about the. You're not giving me an answer. I'm not getting a yes or a no or maybe or kind of. Maybe now I can close the door when the cat keeps opening it. All right. Did you like the joke? For a human, it was very funny. Says, wait till you hear the cosmic joke you haven't heard yet. Well, really just flies in a jar? And we just think we're human? Maybe. I don't know. So, here we go. Getting the cards clenched for Indigo here. So, getting my psychic power on. Filling these with the right kind of thing here. I need to smoke. I've been up since like 3 this morning and I couldn't get back to sleep. You're welcome, EP. That's what I'm here for. I really am. Just trying to help you guys. So I will have a great day. So here you go with your 2 and 22 shuffles, okay? So tell me that they're ready for you. 1, 2. No God cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and the 22nd card is now on top. So you want to know what you need to hear, huh? Okay, here we go. And after this, I am going to have to take a potty break, guys. So, Jeng, I hope you don't mind, but I got to take a restroom break after I do this last Indigo reading. Okay? Oh. What's the Destiny card about? Yeesh. Wooty. Okay. Yeah. I saw that. That explains this reading, honestly. The synchronicity is real there, my friend. The synchronicity is real. And just like you're seeing it right now, Indigo, what do you need to know? Start to trust this feeling you're having right now. When you see that number flash on the screen, when you know for sure it's a sign from something telling you, listen the fuck up. Because that's basically what they just said to you. They showed you and you paid attention to the numbers, and those were the exact numbers that you wanted to use. On my clock right now, it's still 10:21, so I'm like a couple minutes behind, seconds behind you. But it's about to be 2:22 on my, military time at least. But then it will be 2:22 in just a little bit as well. So that So but anyway. You've been asked time and time again there, Indigo, that you need to start to trust something. Something more than yourself. Something more powerful than even you can imagine. Whether it's your highest self you believe in or a higher power you believe in, it's time to start to trust that feeling inside of yourself. When you get the buzz feeling, when you get the I don't feel safe feeling, when you get the, oh, I should go check this out feeling. It's about trusting that feeling and taking that leap to go follow to see where it goes. Being someone who's on here day in, day out, trying to tell people their futures, I don't know if 100% of what I'm saying will mean anything to anybody. I don't know if it will resonate to anyone or anything. All I know is I get messages from whatever gives me the messages, and then I just spit them out to you, And then I have a way of hearing my guides and getting the right information that you need to hear. So it's time to take a leap of faith and start to trust the past has been settled. And then it's time to start to trust yourself and overcome that last obstacle. Okay? And then we get into the what's happening now. Well, now the surface is coming to bear. And just like I was telling the last beautiful, beautiful person, you know, that they really want you to see yourself. For the first time, they need you to start to see yourself for who you are. And just to understand that and be okay with that. You can always change and grow into something better, but you have to start to love what you are right now as well. And that surface card in the present is all about what's on the surface of the present. And what are you hiding behind to keep that safe? Because I know you're trying to keep something safe from hurting. Okay, you got you. Okay. But I don't know if I'm hitting a nerve or what, but here we go, moving on to the future though. And then where does that take you? Back onto the unseen path again. So the unseen path is one of determination to get to the end of your goals as quickly as possible, but make a plan that's easy for you to follow to take the appropriate steps to get to that end goal. So you're combining both an easy path and a hard path together, but you have to cut through the bullshit of what keeps getting in your way. This card's showing up a lot today. So I'm understanding that even me, when I'm doing this reading for you, I'm thinking about all the BS I keep letting get in my way. I don't have enough of this. I don't have enough of that. I don't get the response I want from certain people. I don't get invited to certain things by certain people. You know, I don't get my day in the sun from certain people. Stuff like that. You know, hey, yikes forever. Thanks for dropping the email party in there. Thank you very much for that. But that's what the unseen path is all about. It's about cutting through the BS so you can see the end of your journey clearly. You know what I'm saying? So you understand that didn't take that much to get there. Now your destiny card is saying, hey, you know what? The reason you're going through all of this is to learn how to wander for a while too. So even though you may have a plan for the future, it's okay for you to not understand for a while. That maybe it's okay for you to wander when you're trying to take that leap of faith and decide whether or not you're ready to take that jump. Get a little close to the edge, see what the reward is for jumping, and then take your giant leap. But when you're ready to get off and get onto that road, you will. While you're laying in the river, you will discover what you are hiding behind and what you're not hiding behind. Those emotions will come out. You will start to ground and center yourself. You will feel the breeze wash away those emotions from you. And the second you touch ground again, you will know who you truly are. But it's in a process of just understanding what is going on inside of me and what do I need to understand to bring to the surface to deal with it. Then the unseen path comes to tell you you can have a plan for this to make it easier on yourself, but don't give up the fight either, and don't give up on what you really want. And maybe that is just that time to relax and enjoy life once again. All right. Now, Jing, I'm really, really sorry, but I gotta go potty really bad right now. So I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you some music while I go to the bathroom here. And I will be right back. Thank you. I am trying to get it published a little bit, but honestly, there's been bumps in the road in that. So, Jing, I will be back in 5 to 10 minutes. I got to take a potty break. I will be right back. Yeah, I'll explain the deck in a little bit if you want to stick around there. Yikes.
Searched the mirror, found no light. Saw the storms pass through my eyes. Told myself I'd be alright. Shadows fade into the light, walking paths where dreams reside. Heart and soul now intertwined, purpose clear, no need to hide. Feel the calm now deep inside. One with myself, feel the truth rise. Hold the moment, see the sunrise. One with myself, never broken. Chase the purpose, words unspoken. Felt the fear, but now it's gone. Standing strong, untouched by wrong. In this place where I belong, echo feels sound like a song. One with myself, feel the truth rise. Hold the moment, see the sunrise. One with myself, never broken. Chase the purpose, words unspoken. Now I know what makes me whole. Pieces mended in my soul. True to me, it's all I need. Full in heart, I feel the peace.
My room, once a canvas blank and red, dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dried, cried no more. In freedom's embrace, my spirit soared. Here I stand, heart open and pure. No more reason to obscure. No more reason, my heart unveiled. No more shadows, no more veil. I am me in light revealed. No more reason, I am here. Life stands, once perilous, now a chance. Embracing each step in the advance. Tomorrow's allure, now within sight. No longer wandering in the night. No more reason, heart open and pure. No more reason, no more confined. My path discovered, with peace aligned. All given, now I'm desired to fly. No more reason, truly alive. No more reason, fate embraced. In this moment, life's taste. With every breath, a vivid drive. No more reason, I've arrived. Behind the facade, the truth we bear. With newfound courage, I take the dare to step beyond the past catch. No more reason, free at last. No more fragments, no more frame. My soul's odyssey, clear as day. Inner divinity, now fully known. No more reason, I have grown. My life, once a canvas blank and grand, dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dried, cried no more. In freedom's embrace, my spirit soared. Here I stand, heart open and pure. Dreams painted boldly by my own hand, but tears they dried, cried no more. And freedom's embrace my spirit soared.
In the twilight's embrace, where the wild time blows.
Alright guys, I am back. Thank you for that. I really needed... Oh, fuck. Give me a second. Okay. Let me stop the music. I'm back, Jing. Yep, I'm back. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too long, guys. So, back to your reading, Jing, and then we can talk about the deck a little bit, okay? So let's do Jing's reading first. I'm going to do the cleansing shuffle. What are your numbers today, Jing, and what do you want to know? And then we can talk about the deck for a little bit. In fact, I'm closing down the queue right now. Just until we're done talking. Sure. Your normal numbers there, sweetie? Okay, thank you. I'm going to do the one more cleansing. Okay, here we go. Here are your 2 and 23 shuffles. 1, 2, 2 guide cards. Okay, and the 23rd card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, and then the 23rd card is. All right. You and Isaac, huh? All right, let's see what they're going to tell you here. Ooh, okay. So, you and Isaac, right? I love reading. You're in the state of making a major choice right now. You know, you've been waiting to make this choice for a while. It's a choice you know that is going to be in the long run better for you, and so I had to fix the hat for a second because it was just bothering me. No reason I'm adjusting the hat other than that. The weight path is always about making the right choices for yourself. So you've made the right choices from the past. You've learned from the past. You no longer need to relearn any of that. You're moving forward and choosing a path forward for a change. Which path that has yet to be seen, but whatever path you chose, it brought you to a place where now you can start to fulfill that need. Isaac may fulfill that need you've been waiting to get filled. So, yes, we want to make a decision both with our heart and our mind here, but eventually we have to trust one or the other. So, give into the heart. Why not? I mean, why not go for deep, romantic, completely crazy love for once instead of the crap you've been dealing with up to this point? You're feeding yourself what you need. He fills something in you that you need to have in your life. It's not about another person. It's about you understanding that you didn't need anything from anybody to fill yourself, you know? But he's the one who can support you while you do the filling. You know what I'm saying? So, what is coming for you in your future? Change is coming. So it's like this, Jing. You're entering that death stage and you're letting go of the old life to make room for the new life. So exiting and leaving all the bad crap behind so that stays in the past or stays in the compost pile of life or whatever you want to put it in at that point. I'd put it on the road and burn it to death myself. That's me. But change is coming, and be prepared for that change. Whatever change, it feels positive though, okay? So for you and Isaac, it feels like a positive change forward for both of you. That you're both exactly what you need for one another right now. And you're trying to make this become something, like you're both building it together. What changed though? I think he got tired of waiting for things to get better. And I think that you have finally stood up and said, I deserve better. And then you're ready to make a change, whether he's coming for the ride or not. That's still to remain to see, because you want something to exist, the kind of love that you want to have in your life. That's why you're going through everything you're going through in that right now, to explain to you exactly what you do want. Does he match it? Yes or no? If he matches it, try to see if it can work out. If he doesn't match it, maybe it's time to move on. Because you both have to build this together. The exist card is all about making something become. It's not quite ready to be born yet, but we've got to get a very good idea of what we want to put into this world. What do we want to make exist? And it's not like another child, or, well, it's a child of sorts, but it's your baby soul that you're taking care of. So yeah, you're both wanting to have a relationship and you want things to exist a certain way. You both got your own ideas of how you want that to be. Talk about those ideas and talk about what those mean to you guys, because that's going to be important. That's where, the way path is all about making the good decisions from your past. So you made good decisions. You used whatever to help start to fill those holes that you have inside. So now you're making even better decisions. Now you're ready to make a major change with those holes filled, no longer going dink into the dirt any longer. Now you go on that smooth road all the way to where you now become who you are meant to be. That's what you guys are doing right now. You're working towards what you're meant to be. So that's that, Jing. And we have the other thing here with your God cards too, and then we'll talk about the deck thingy. And here we go again. Okay, now point this out to you, okay? Even your gods are saying, yeah, this is your turn to be donated to. This is your turn to receive. Your turn to get something back in return. Don't push away good things when they come your way. Become the thing you thought you wanted to be. Remember, you got that exist card? Well, this is the being card. That means becoming it. Walking the walk, talking the talk, doing the do, living the life you said you wanted to live. End of story. No more excuses. I am going to be this person. This is the choice. This is your decision. This is you saying once and for all, definitively, I'm making a choice. And then going with that choice definitively. That's you becoming your higher self, is making that choice in yourself first, and then in real life when you're ready to make that, tell that to that person, because I know you both, I don't want to say this, but I have to say it. I kind of think we both know what's coming. Okay? You're going to leave the person you're with now and go with the second person you're looking at right now. I think you're going to leave the jerk behind and find something better. If you haven't found it already. I think you've already found it. If I remember right. So, there's your reading there, G. Hopefully that helped you today. And I will be reopening the queue in just a little bit, guys. I'm just going to take a little bit of time to talk about my deck with, hey, Papa, by the way, thank you very much for popping in and being a homie. I really do appreciate that. Hey, anybody who needs to build community, anybody who needs support like they've never felt support before, you got to go check out my man with the master plan, Papa Clutch. That's right, Papa Clutch 21. He's a part of the Turn Up crew, and I love him with all of my heart. I'm glad to see you here in my chat. I hope you're having a fabulous morning. Thanks for coming and lurking and checking me out, Papa. It means a lot to me. I really do try to show you guys a lot of support. I've kind of distanced myself for a while to kind of give some breathing room from the old situation that was happening. Now I kind of feel like I can come back and maybe rejoin the chaos, but we'll see. Taking it slow. So, hey, and lady, I saw you there too as well. I'm sorry I didn't say hi. So, hi, lady. Hi, Apple Luna. I don't know if that's you changed your name or what the heck. Nope, Apple Luna, I missed you. Sorry about missing you, Apple Luna. I'm going back over. Yikes forever. Welcome back. Whenever you want to ask me questions, go for it. I'm up for answering it. So, good. Whenever you want. Okay, so let me tell you the story behind the 5 paths, okay? Back in 2010, okay, when I was at a very lost point in my life. I mean, truly fucking lost. The woman I loved didn't love me back. I was just starting my adulthood journey. And my mom had given me a lesson that I asked for, you know, and she pushed me out of the house for 3 months and made me live on the street for 3 months. It was actually a good time to kind of learn about humanity and life, you know. I actually thanked her for that lesson when she gave it to me, you know. And then I was still kind of deciding what my spirituality was going to be and what it meant to me, who I was as a person and what my purpose was. So I was kind of at that point in my life, right? And I love taking walks in the woods at this point. I've been a walker of woods since I was an 8-year-old boy. So woods don't scare me at all at night anymore or during the day, right? Well, I'm on this walk, right? Going towards the place where these paths actually exist. So when you see the weight path card here, okay, this is an actual image from the park where that actual spot where I learned my very first lesson was the weight path. Now, what did I learn at the weight path? I had choices in front of me for the first time, and I never thought of it that way up until that point. I have a social disorder disease that sometimes doesn't allow me to understand how certain things work in certain orders and blah, blah, blah. I take a medication to help with it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like a crossroads. It was definitely a crossroads. And I looked down at this and I said to myself, I have a choice right now. I can go back home and start to deal with my past finally, or I can go forward. So that's how the past path was born. You know, I know that I can always go revisit the past, but I have to take that brave step forward in order to move forward in my life. Right, fork on the road. And then I started to think about it. I looked down one path that had woods and a lot of sticks and things you had to kind of overcome. And then the other path was just a smooth little path all the way into the sun. So you either had the shady it was basically a bike ramp path for people who rode dirt bikes. It was the hilliest, most uneven surface you could imagine, but they had one path that you could take right through it. What path did I take? The first one I took was the hard path. I went down that path because I felt like I had to overcome obstacles in my life. I didn't know what I wanted, so I felt like I had to push through. So I walked down that path to the end of it. But then I didn't find what I was looking for, so I went back to wait again. Then I went to the other path where it was easier. So I learned that lesson too. That's where I picked up the easy and the hard. Because I went back to see what each path would mean to me. Okay? Now, at this point, I only have these 4 paths. I have been going to this woods for almost a month and a half by now. Okay, so this is a month and a half later after the original finding of the 5 paths. Okay, actually at that point it was 4 paths. Okay, one for each element. But I knew I was missing one element. I knew I was missing the spirit of it. You know, so I really thought about the choices and decisions I had in my life and how much opportunity I really had. And yeah, it's kind of like Follow the Yellow Brick Road. A little bit. It is kind of like that, you know. But um, it came with choices. It came with choices for the first time. I had a choice on which direction to go. I didn't want to choose good or easy at one point. I said, fuck this shit. Why do I have to choose between easy or hard? I went down a different path because I cut through my fear of what was on the other side of those dumb reeds. I went home and I got a big ass serrated knife and I just went swashy, swashy, swashy. It took me all of 5 minutes to put down those stupid reeds to see the end of the dock. Now, another week later, and they come out and it's all nice groomed and everything like that, but I started the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? So when I get to that path, it's a combination of both the easy and hard path because I was determined to get to the end of the path. I went and got a knife to cut through the stupid reeds, but I still had to make a plan. Okay, step number one, go home, get a stupid knife, make sure it's sharp enough, blah, blah, blah. Go back to where I was at, blah, 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 blah. Did you do a hard path easier? No, I did not. You know why? Because I wanted that constant reminder that was a choice. No, I didn't change the path at all. I never changed a single thing in this forest. The only thing I ever touched were those reeds, the very first time that I ever did anything to that. Oh, I take that back. I also painted the little hut, that the witch's tower. I painted the inside of that army brown, basically. You know, the most muted brown color you see on an army soldier. It's the darker of the tones, you know. So I did that, and I cut through the reeds. That's all I've ever did. Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of people who painted a bunch of derogatory things on it, and I thought I'd spruce it up by just painting it, you know, one by one. I painted it in all the 4 colors of the elements. They came back and painted it in muted brown again. I'm like, it looked pretty. I was going to put mural on it and everything, and then they just fucked it all up for me. But that's what the charter says, and they're only supposed to use certain colors, and if it gets to be that bad, then they have to go over it with the thing. So I spent practically the whole day painting it, and then I come back the next day and it's all been painted over again, all the colors that I just did. And I'm like, fuck, I don't have any more paint either. So we're trying. I'm going to be working on a painting soon too. I just haven't gotten the, I need to understand. It's going to be, okay, now this is just a rough sketch. This is not how it's going to look because it's maybe a little bit more abstract than this. But it's supposed to be 2 characters that I like to watch. And about their broken heart and everything like that. I'm still kind of working on it a little bit there. But that's a project I just started. I'm doing a lot of music creation right now. But let me get back to the 5 paths, because I'm a creative guy. Now, everything that you see in here, okay, all of these right here are single paintings that do exist out there in the real world. I'll tell you in a second. But so I actually painted each one of these here. So there are actual paintings that look like that out there that you can hang on a wall somewhere. I took all of the graphics and stuff like that I've taken. Yeah, these cards are the cards of my life. Honestly, it is. They are exactly that. I'm waiting for the ad break to end here. So yeah, definitely these are the cards of my life. Definitely, because each and every one of these cards are something that I've gone through or experienced. And you were asking about my favorite card. Well, let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm going to take all the paths for you too. I gotta find it. Here we go. Give me a second, I'm looking for something. That's a close second, but... Yeah, I must have missed it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you asked me about what my favorite card is, okay? So I have a couple of choices and I'm going to put them in order. So give me a second here because I can try. Well, all of this is on my Discord too, so you can go see the whole set on Discord too. So what is my favorite card? Becker reminds me of the Patch of Blankets, that movie, which each part was a bit of each person's experience. The patch made almost the same word, how you came up with the topics and words. Yeah, so the topics were always supposed to be an elemental deck that was supposed to signify the wheel of the year, but by telling us the seasons of the year that I live in. Okay, so I live in all 4 seasons of the year: winter, fall, spring, and summer. So I wanted to put that onto a deck. Now, this is just a patch of white snow that's in a basic field that I took a picture of, and I just took a snippet picture of it. I took down the border of it, and I made a border out of it. You know, so. But you were asking me what is my favorite card, and I'm going to show you in order of which ones are my favorite card. So these are the top 3. And then each one of these has a physical, mental, and spiritual aspect too. You'll see that there's a little number or letter right here in the corner for like a daily draw. Like if you're wondering what you need to work on for a daily draw and you want to know what you have to work on today, there's S for spiritual, P for physical, M for mental. So if you want that, and then that can also give you the advice of what you need to work on spiritually. So if you got the S and this was your daily card, then it would be the literal meaning of be yourself, basically. Be who you want to be, stuff like that. So it can also be used as that kind of a deck as well. They are numbered. There are 15 cards for each element, and there's 24 cards that are major arcana cards. And like I said, each one of these is the yellow one's a part of a painting I once did. This is a part of a painting I once did, and the fall colors is just a bunch of random leaves lying on the ground, you know. But when you're asking me what my favorite card is, this is beyond a doubt my favorite card, because it's me and my wife on our wedding day, and it has the most significant meaning for a lot of people who are asking me about relationships. When I get this card and someone's asking me about if they're going to find their one true love, and they get this card, depending on which position it's in, it's a pretty much a, hey, don't let go of this because you could be the stupidest idiot in the world for doing so. You know what I'm saying? So that's my favorite card out of my deck that I did, okay? My second favorite is this one, the Witch's Tower card. Now, this is the one that I painted the inside of, okay? So this was my first temple in the woods. This was my first spiritual spot where I started talking to God again, was under this little portion of mossy top. Now this stays like this all summer long. They refuse to come and clean it off because it's just so beautiful. People have asked not to remove the moss because they love the way it looks. It's cozy, it's nice, it's sweet. There's no real place to sit under there, but that's okay. Most witches stand when they do ritual, and I was a stander back then. Now I'm a sitter. And then my last and final card that's one of my favorite is the anger card. You know, I wanted to give you one really lovey-dovey card, one empowerment card, and one kind of an icky card. So these are out of all of the different cards, and each card has meaning to it. There are different stages of different things in my deck, like in the spring deck. Okay, I've got the stages of a tree, everything from a seed up to a tree that's been living 1,000 yards. Well, the card doesn't look angry, but look, it's got anger written all over it, and I've smashed the fucking plate. It's not about the anger you have at other people. It's about the anger you have inside of yourself for yourself. Okay? So those are my top 3 cards in each of the categories. Now, like I said, each card has a mental, spiritual card aspect to it, and each color has its different elemental meaning as well. But like I said, 1 through 15 for the ones, and here are the path cards, that the original path that I found. You know, I knew I was missing one. I'm missing the home card. Okay, here we go. So this is the layout, basically, for the journey layout. Yeah, and that was the whole point. Like I said, now each one of these paths is something that I found, a choice or decision I found on that path. Okay? So each one of these was a lesson for me. I didn't learn this all at once. I learned this in little bits, okay? So I would learn about how to make better decisions here, and I would learn how to make my path easier by making a plan, by making that unseen path and cutting through the bullshit. I wish I kind of left the reeds up a little bit so you could have seen what the reeds looked like, but then by then they'd come and cleared it. So, but it didn't pick up on camera. So, that's just the paths themselves. And then, like I said, we have categories like these are the major arcana cards like this here. All have really significant life meanings to me, And then we got things like what's underneath the surface, how do you release things, what change do you need to pick up, taking your life by your own hands and molding yourself into what you want to be. Getting over depression and sadness within yourself is not an easy thing. Reminding yourself that you are the bright in the sky, not the darkness of the clouds. Ice, you're building up barriers to keep stuff out or keep stuff in. Become someone better. Become the person you've always wanted to be the person you want to be all that you can be, blah, blah, blah. Cherish the one you love and everything that's going on in your life. Let go of the anger in your side and the anger you have at others. Take your personal power and claim it. Give back to yourself because it's time for you to take, not give. Fill those holes of the need, not the want. Change. You're going through it and accept the change is going to happen. Be more than you were before. Have an idea of what you want to become before you become it. Get around your friends and have a beautiful time by shining just like all the other friends, like a sunflower in a sunflower field all day long. Don't freeze in place. Use that material that you've been throwing away and has turned into dirt finally. Now you can finally plant something. Don't look into the dark mirror. Move the dark mirror out of the way so you know which way light is coming. Remember to receive the gifts well, but you don't have to open up every last one of them. Celebrate your life. There's seeds. There's sapling. There's ignite your path. Ignite your future to what you want it to be. make something out of yourself and take all the right ingredients to make it become something beautiful. Your fortitude and things that you've gone through in life, the home reflection of who you are, the take things in and out of yourself so that you can be a better person. It's not about the journey, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, okay? It's not the journey, it's the destination, right? Destination is not important. We have to acknowledge the journey. Okay, after seeds comes buds. Then we have integrate, coming together. You are a beautiful flower. You need to put up your own personal shields and stop protecting yourself from some things too. Follow your gut instinct. Make something that makes you feel stronger. Accept that change is coming. Get back around your community. Believe in yourself so much you glow like a fucking star. Don't be so defensive and put down those barriers that keep you from being locked away. Let out those emotions in appropriate ways so that you don't flood everybody with them. Tend back to yourself. Get out of your own goddamn way. Don't be stubborn and stubborn enough to swim around your problems, but swim through them. Come up for that joyful breath of air and allow yourself to be full of that wonderful joy once again when you go back into the sea. Take the good, take the bad, make a gray in between. Walk the in-between line so that you can make good or bad decisions. Let one symphony note and another symphony note join together to make the music that is forever yours. Glaze like the brilliant, beautiful sun you are in the sky. My mom's card comes with a couple different meanings, but it means it's all about give and take and doing it in a very symbiotic way. She reminds you to that you have power in your life, that you are loved, and that you can control your destiny wherever that might take you. You need to share more. You need to listen to that ancient knowledge you've gained up to this point. Yeah, Gardenia Rose. That was her magical name. Yeah. Decay is the process of, the stuff you put in your compost pile is now decaying. You have a big picture. Don't feel guilty about the stuff you've done to yourself or things you've done to others. Take down the sword. Stop fighting with yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. Look at the image you're showing the world and make sure you understand what you're showing them. You are complete and totally complete. You've learned all the lessons you can learn for right now, but don't forget to grow still. You have attained personal maturity level where you're ready to finally start to become that grand elder tree. Blow your top off like a crazy volcano. Pour onto this world all of that which you need to create the world you want. Enjoy your life. Start seeing things for how they are. Control your life. Stop worrying about a choice and pick one already. Love yourself. Don't be an idiot and do something stupid to yourself by putting yourself in your own goddamn prison because you didn't listen to yourself. Okay, but if you do that, you can change your life around and make it better by just taking the time to actually work on yourself. That's my brother's card. All right, and then you're not missing a piece. You already have what you're looking for. This piece has not been created yet. Preparing all of that which you need to put together in order to make the good meal you want. Have you learned the lesson yet, or do you need to learn it again? Are you driving yourself forward? Are you taking the wheel by the hands and controlling your own destiny? Are you putting out all the old fires? Are you a lone wolf who travels from family to family to family to find something to fill yourself? Or do you finally fill yourself from within and then find the family that was always meant to be yours? That's my father's card. He doesn't have to be the follower. He didn't have to be the leader or anything like that. He just had to be there. Okay? Can you build good walls around that foundation you've created? Can you throw away the stuff that you don't need anymore, but turn it into something beneficial in the future? Temper yourself into the shape you want yourself to be. You have a couple different choices there. Pour a new foundation or clean it out. Hey, Shane Lonickway can have a great dude. Thank you. And then this card is about throwing the good and the bad away and using it for your personal power. So throwing away the bad attributes you have, but using them to fuel you to be a better person. So I want to stop being so angry at people. I'm going to take 5 seconds before I say anything to anybody, especially when I'm angry, and think about what I'm going to say before I say it. Deep breath in, then decide if I want to say what I still want to say. The Larimar's door, very special stone to me. It means freedom. Don't put yourself into a cage any longer, and you can free yourself out of that cage at any time. You just got to set yourself free. And then communication, communication, communication. Physical, mental, and spiritual communication. And now I'm just going to put everything back in here and give it the old... Let's get the cards in a couple different spots here. Then I'm going to shuffle it so that I can have a clean deck again. But that's basically every card in my deck. Vine is communication, yep. Because, you know, on the Vine, you will communicate with people who are on the Vine and stuff like that. So I know that was a quick run through of the cards. But if you guys want to see the full deck in its entirety, go to my Discord channel and look for the... Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up for you and pull it in there. I do not have the meanings set yet. So forgive me for not having the meanings set yet. Oh, come on now. All right. If you guys want to see my deck, I did have a YouTube video that showed my deck off. I don't know if it's still out there or not, but I did at one point have a video for my deck. But it's changed a little bit since, you know, I originally created it. But yeah, something like that. But if you guys want to see the full deck in its entirety, there you go. That's how you get to see it. Just click on that link. Takes you right to the 5 paths section where you can see all of the cards in their all their detail. And if you're asking yourself why some of the pictures look grainy, they were supposed to look that way. I did that for artistic effect. I didn't do that because they were bad pictures. I did them because that's the way I wanted them to look. Everything looked exactly the way I wanted it to look. So if you're not agreeing with my art, that's okay. I can deal with that. But everything's really, really personal to me on that deck, and that's why I only use this deck usually for readings. I do have another deck on hand for people who want me to use a different deck. Okay, this is the only other deck I will use, but you know, I don't work with it a lot, so you know, it gives me funny results sometimes. Yeah, so, and, you know, I just gotta go through, I just gotta make another video, you know, that's all. But I kind of want the deck to be fully ready before I do that. And I still have to type up all of the meanings that I tell people, because the old meanings no longer match the cards anymore. The cards have changed in meaning to me, so now I have to do that, you know. Yeah, I can do a daily short 2 video or something like that. I also put my cards out on Instagram and other places like that and stuff like that. But thank you for the great ideas, Yikes. I will deeply consider that. But like I said, I just want to be ready because I want to put something out there like a promotional thing. I might have to get help to do it because I'm not always the greatest with that. So... But that's a great idea. Or I could do a short on that too. Yeah, like you said, short. Okay, we're going to open up the reading. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep it closed. Does anyone else want a reading out there? If you do, type a 1 in chat. Or here you go. Better yet. Opening the queue right now. I think. Okay, try. If you want it, just press ! join. But I think I'm just going to have a just chatting stream. Until, you know, I'm ready, I guess. So, and I do have to find someone if I'm going to leave now, which is getting pretty close for me to say goodbye for you today, guys. I might just call it a day and go find someone to say hey to. And, oh, you know, Tarot Mama is a good person, but I've rated her 3 times this week. I want to rate somebody else different for a change. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go pay a visit to the advisor. He's a 420 content creator. But more than that, he's a community builder. He's a big ass community builder. So let's go give him a lot of love. I want to get out of here for today, guys. I am beat. So I really want you guys to go give him a shot. Give him 5 minutes of your time. That's all I'm asking for. If you like him, lurk him. If you love him, like him. If you want to be a part of his community, subscribe to him. Okay? But do it because you support that streamer. No matter who you support, please support your favorite streamer. Watch their ads. Watch whatever you can do to help them get along and be better today. Alright, guys? So I'm going to get out of here. And since we're going over there, we're going to use a different grade message. So here we go. Waiting for it to pop up there. So we're going to use that raid message as we are going down over there. So just copy and paste that. And then we can go. And we're going to go say hi to our beautiful friend, the advisor. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just booted. There she is. Alright, so we're going to start off our raid. I'm going to play some music on the way out. I love you guys, and I will see you soon, okay? See you tomorrow, guys. Love you.
To the beat of the drum, they summon the power where the magic comes from. With the flick of the wand.